Hello, and welcome back once again to Infinite Jeff, the project where I, Jeff, read the book Infinite Jest to you one page at a time, one day at a time. I suppose I could take my mask off. One day at a time, one page at a time. I put it on YouTube and you listen to it, and it's great, and we love it. This is page number 414. Here we go. Tongue of the otherwise handsome pedestrian who accepts a gorgeous meter maid's coquettish invitation to have a bit of a lick of the ice cream cone she's just brought from an avuncular sidewalk vendor. The lingering close-up on an extended tongue that must be seen to be believed coat-wise. The slow-motion full-frontal shot of the maid's face going slack with disgust as she recoils. The returned cone falling unfelt from her repulsion-paralyzed fingers, the nightmarish slow-mo with which the mortified pedestrian reels away into street traffic with his whole arm over his mouth, the avuncular vendor's kindly face now hateful and writhing as he hurls hygienic invectives. These ads shook viewers to the existential core, apparently. It was partly a matter of plain old taste. Ad critics argued that the no-coat spots were an equivalent to like Preparation H filming a Procto exam or a Depend adult undergarment camera panning for floor puddles at a church social. But Hal's paper located the level at which the Big Four's audiences reacted here as way closer to the soul than mere tastelessness can get. V&V's No Coat campaign was a case study in the eschatology of emotional appeals. It towered, a kind of Uberad, casting a shaggy shadow back across a whole century of broadcast persuasion. It did what all ads are supposed to do: create an anxiety relievable by purchase. It just did it way more well than wisely, given the vulnerable psyche of an increasingly hygiene-conscious USA in those times. The No Coat campaign had three major consequences. The first was that horrible year Hal vaguely recalls when a nation became obsessed with the state of its tongue, when people would no sooner leave home without a tongue scraper and an emergency backup tongue scraper that they'd fail to wash and brush and spray. The year when the sink and mirror areas of public restrooms were such grim places to be. The no-coat co-op folks traded in their bagache overalls and hand-woven ponchos for Armani and Dior, then quickly disintegrated into various 8-figure litigations. But by this time, everybody from Procter & Gamble to Tom's of Maine had its own brand's scraper out, some of them with Baroque and potentially hazardous electronic extras. The second consequence was that the Big Four broadcast networks finally just plain fell off the shelf, fiscally speaking. Riding a crest of public disaffection, not seen since the days of Jif commercials had strangers shoving their shiny noses into your open jar, the Malone Turner and shadowy Albertan-led cable cabal, that's funny, got sponsors whose ads had been running as distant as 7 or 8 spots on either side of the no-coat gaggers to jump ship to AC/DC U.S. broadcast TV's true angels of death. Malone and Turner then immediately parlayed this fresh injection of sponsorial capital into refusable bids for the rights to the NCAA Final Four, the MLB World Series, Wimbledon, and the Pro Bowlers Tour, at which point the Big Four suffered further defections from Schick and Gillette on one side, and we'll just have to wait till the next page to find out who else. Yeah, have a great night. Yeah.